New research raises concerns about the potential long-term health risks associated with tattoo ink, particularly its possible link to increased cancer risk. A study conducted by researchers at the University of Southern Denmark has found that tattooed individuals, especially those with larger tattoos, may have a higher likelihood of developing skin and lymphoma cancers. This alarming finding, based on data from Danish twin pairs, suggests that tattoo ink does not remain confined to the skin, but instead migrates to the lymph nodes, potentially affecting immune function over time. While tattoos have become more common and widely accepted in recent decades, this study highlights the need for a deeper understanding of their potential health consequences. Tattooing involves injecting ink deep into the skin, but research indicates that these ink particles do not stay in place. Instead, they travel through the body and accumulate in the lymph nodes, which play a crucial role in filtering harmful substances and supporting the immune system. The concern is that the body may perceive these ink particles as foreign invaders, triggering a constant immune response. Over time, this persistent immune activation could lead to chronic inflammation, which is a known risk factor for cancer. This study found that individuals with large tattoos were particularly at risk, with rates of lymphoma nearly 3 times higher compared to those without tattoos. Cancer typically takes years or even decades to develop, making it difficult to measure the long-term effects of tattoo ink exposure. However, by using data from twin pairs, where one twin has cancer while sharing genetic and environmental factors with their sibling, researchers were able to strengthen the case that tattoos may play a role in increasing cancer risk. These findings align with previous studies suggesting that certain tattoo pigments may contain harmful substances, including heavy metals and carcinogenic compounds. While this particular study did not establish a clear link between specific ink colors and cancer risk, prior research has shown that some pigments, such as red ink, are more likely to cause allergic reactions and other health issues. With tattooing becoming more prevalent worldwide, especially among younger generations, this research presents a concerning public health issue. The Danish twin tattoo cohort estimates that by the age of 25, 4 in 10 women and 3 in 10 men will have at least one tattoo. Despite their growing popularity, regulations on tattoo ink ingredients vary widely across countries, and there is still limited oversight regarding long-term safety. The European Union has already taken steps to ban certain potentially harmful ink components, but in many places, tattoo inks remain largely unregulated. These findings suggest that more research is urgently needed to determine whether specific ink formulations pose a greater risk and whether the long-term accumulation of tattoo ink in the lymphatic system has broader implications for immune health. Given that tattoos are permanent, individuals considering getting inked should be aware of these potential risks. More importantly, policymakers and health authorities should take these findings seriously and push for greater transparency in tattoo ink manufacturing, stricter safety regulations, and further studies to clarify the biological effects of ink particles on the human body. Until more is known, individuals with tattoos, particularly those with large or numerous designs, should be mindful of any unusual skin changes or persistent inflammation. While the overall risk of cancer remains relatively low, the potential for long-term immune system disruption is an issue that should not be ignored. What was once seen as a purely aesthetic choice may, in fact, carry unintended health consequences that only become apparent years later. As researchers continue to investigate, it may become necessary to reevaluate the safety of tattooing and its impact on long-term well-being.